We're very, very happy to have you back. Thank you for staying, for those of you who stayed, and thank you for coming, for those that have just arrived. This is part 2 of the Bryant Festival. I was proud to host Brian Kelly. I've been pronouncing his last name Kiley, which my Irish license should be taken away for that. Again, we're interested in what you think. How can Brian Kelly make it better? It's very good, but how do we make it better? And we love your notes and your criticism and your critiques. So without further ado, let me bring to the stage.
Hey guys, thanks for coming out. Thank you very much, Michael, for the inspiration. This is my original pilot, Scott Bryant. Thanks so much for coming. Inspired a little bit from my life as a freelance writer in the advertising world. Exaggerated just a little bit. So I think it'll be fun, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce the cast here. Great actors. Go ahead. Tell me your name and your reading part for us.
My name is Justin Wood. I'll be reading Stage Directions, Cop 1, and Alice.
Hey, I'm Chris Broadhead. I'll be reading Tom, Dave, Francois, Keith, and Cop number 2.
Hi, my name is Michael Campobasso, and I'll be reading Scott, and that's it.
Hi, I'm Steve Hoover. I'll be reading TZ, Adrian, and Rick.
I am Roxy Pope. I'll be reading Vero, Erica, and Woman Number 1.
All right, we see the main characters' names or name tags there, so try to follow along. Without further ado, let's go, guys.
Interior, big ad agency office, day. We see cubicles filled with 15 to 20 sharp-dressed, 20 to 30-something-year-old professionals, laptops, Starbucks cups, and various logo signs featured all over.
I'm Scott Bryant, and I'm a freelance writer, aka temporary writer, aka you only need it till the work is done and then you're back out on the streets writer, working in advertising. And this cubicle-filled wonderland is where I work. Wait.
Interior, smaller ad agency office, day. We see only about 6 to 7 casually dressed 20 to 30-something-year-old professionals in smaller cubicles, fewer laptops, logos, but more smiles.
My bad, that was last month. I get confused sometimes. This place is called Halogen Creative. Yeah, seriously. Which I'm sure is some lame attempt at implying that they have bright ideas or something. You know what? My bad, that's not it either. I totally forgot. I'm back at the,
Interior, mid-sized ad agency office, day. More of a modern, open seating environment is now featured along with a mix of sharp-dressed, hipsterish 20 to 30-something-year-olds.
where my buddy TZ works, called TBD Partners. Great place when I'm here. Yeah, man, that's my freelance life, bouncing around from one chair to the desk and to another desk and a chair to the next, if I'm lucky. I actually worked at an agency that gave me a chair, but no desk. Anyway, one thing I've learned to help make ends meet is sometimes you gotta take advantage of the free things in life.
Focus in on Scott Bryant, a laid-back, mid-30s dude in a smaller workspace in the corner.
That's me, the guy hard at work, playing words with friends.
Terrence T.Z. Zimmer, a handsome, late-30s dude, pops by Scott's workspace.
Scott B.
Hey man, let me ask you, is derp an actual word?
Dude, if you ask me, you're a dirt.
Scott looks up and acknowledges T.Z.'s smirk.
Nah, kid, man. Just wanted to say congrats on selling that monster mobile spot.
Yeah? They bought it?
Let's just say the monkeys were a nice touch. Can't go wrong with monkeys.
True. Or babies.
Or dogs.
Or baby dogs.
Or dogs dressed like babies.
Or babies talking to dogs dressed like babies.
Or
hot chicks.
Yeah, I almost forgot.
Scott turns his attention back to his phone.
Well, I guess that means I can congratulate you on getting to go on the shoot.
What's that? Are you crying?
No.
Don't hate just because you're not a full-timer, man. You know the drill.
You're right, TZ. Guess I should just say thank you very much. Appreciate the last 3 weeks you guys have graced me with employment and be on my merry way.
Or cry baby? How about lunch on me, okay?
He'll take it.
Cool.
Oh wait, no, sorry, man. I'm meeting up with Tom for lunch. It's business.
Tom? Oh, Facebook Tom?
Yeah, pharmaceutical Facebook Tom.
That dude's slinging dope on social media? Man, I should have thought of that.
I'm pretty sure you can sell anything on Facebook. I actually just bought a hairdryer on Facebook.
Dude, what guy buys a hairdryer? Oh, for the lady, right?
Yeah, for her.
No judgment. But hey, man, let's grab some brews later then, alright? My treat.
Sounds like a plan.
Interior, sandwich shop, afternoon. Scott and Tom, early 40s, and can sell ice to an Eskimo. Think a light version of DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street.
Actually, it's a male enhancement drug called Maxman.
Dude,
I'm serious, man. This is huge, and it works.
Scott raises an eyebrow and Tom smirks.
you mean,
Gotta test the merchandise, my friend.
okay, so this is what you needed my help with?
Facebook posts, not testing. This product is huge already, and it has already been tested all over the world with enormous success.
Okay, you know what? Could you stop saying huge and enormous?
Sorry, it's just for reading all the testimonials. Scott, listen. There was this one guy whose member.
Tom. Thanks. I'm good, buddy.
Sorry. Just like 5 posts. 10 posts.
Scott finishes his sandwich and gets up and glares at Tom.
Let me think about it.
Scott grabs his trash off the table and begins heading out.
Dude, no worries.
Tom gets up as well and begins collecting his trash and notices a couple in their mid-50s about to head out the door.
Excuse me, folks, ma'am. You guys look like a great couple.
Thanks.
The guy, 5'5", dressed in a shirt and tie, forces a smile.
Let me ask you, is there anything you would want to change about your man? You know, something special you'd like to change that would make things even better?
The guy scowls at Tom and immediately grabs her arm to leave as the woman curiously looks back.
What?
Scott, standing nearby, holding his arm and questions up as Tom joins him outside.
Dude,
Exterior, sandwich shop. Scott smirks as Tom as they start walking.
What? Customers are all around us, my man.
just stick to Facebook.
You never know who might be interested.
As the two approach the next block, Scott stops dead in his tracks and looks up at the sign above a classy restaurant reading Le Petit Island.
Le Petit Island. What, you still hungry? I think they're closed, man. I'm not sure why you'd want to eat at a place whose name is half French and half English.
No way I'd pay those uptight French clowns for what they claim to be food. No way I could afford it either.
I feel you. My ex Stacy made me take her there once. Half a grand later, I was still hungry.
Man, what a waste.
Scott leans over and peers through the window.
Same piece of garbage.
Oh wait, so you have been?
I applied for a part-time job here once when I moved to Chicago. And this pompous-ass Frenchy Francois guy said I wasn't what La Petite was looking for.
Le Petit.
Huh?
You said la, it's French, not Mexican.
I think you mean Spanish, but seriously, I could not believe. I mean, I worked at a 5-star steakhouse in college, upper class.
In Warrensburg, Missouri.
It's all the same.
Nah, it's definitely not. But look, man, you have to get even then. You should have dinner there, complain about the food, and they'll have to give it to you for free.
Scott smiles when Tom says free and ponders this for a moment.
Or even better, dine and dash.
Scott's eyes light up.
Dine and dash. What am I, in 8th grade?
Dude, I'm talking a good old-fashioned, high stakes, high dollar dine and dash, bro.
Yeah? Huh. The guy does deserve it. But that is pretty ballsy.
Bring the lady!
Veronica? Huh. I'm not sure she'd be down, but maybe I could talk her into it somehow. Her birthday is coming up, and I can't really afford to take her anywhere fancy. And she does love French cuisine.
Just then, Scott gets a text from TZ that reads, heading back, just got feedback from a client about the monkey spot. Gotta make some revisions.
What, was that her?
Nah, it was work. Gotta head back.
Cool, man. I'm gonna catch an Uber.
The guys start walking to the next block when Tom stops, notices a homeless guy holding a sign and begging for change near another restaurant. He notices a few people walk by and notice the sign but don't stop.
Did you see that?
What, the bum?
No, his sign. Everyone always looks at the sign and keeps walking.
Probably a stupid sign.
What if it wasn't?
Tom gestures goodbye to Scott and darts towards the homeless guy.
Gotta run, man.
Scott gives Tom a funny look and heads in a separate direction.
Okay, have fun with the homeless guy.
Interior, TBD Partners office. Scott arrives back in the agency and walks by the common area where Dave Brewster, the B in TBD Partners and creative director, has just defeated a guy in his department at foosball.
Someone up for a rematch?
Scott can't resist and heads towards the table.
This for money?
If you guys pay me more, then yes.
Ah, what? No confidence?
No time to play as much foosball as you do.
Dave hands Scott the foosball and the game begins with Dave cranking it to the goal seconds later.
There's one.
Scott concentrates as he drops the next ball and they continue playing.
Hey, nice job again on that monster mobile spot.
Thanks. Got an eye on any directors?
Isn't that your job?
Maybe, but my contract's up today, buddy.
Yeah, I know about that. I'd love to bring you in full time. It's just, well, Monster's our biggest client. There's a chance we're going up for review.
Didn't you say that last year and it never happened?
Hey, you never know with these things.
You know, you could start by having them change their name.
I know, don't get me started about the name.
I mean, there's Monster Energy Drink,
Monsters Inc.,
Monster Job Search,
Monster Trucks,
Monster the movie.
Dave looks confused.
You know, the one where Charlize Theron looked like David Spade from Joe Dirt.
Oh yeah. And oddly enough, she was still beautiful.
Gorgeous.
But yeah, I know the name sucks, Scott. They're not even on the first 3 pages when you Google it.
Scott finally scores a goal and TZ interrupts the game.
There's one.
Hey, gentlemen. Sorry to interrupt all the productivity in the room, but the client's expecting those revisions by the end of the day.
Scott grins at Dave.
This ain't over, you know.
Hey, anytime.
Scott fist bumps Dave and begins to leave with TZ. Dave gets a notice on his phone from Rick reading, "In the studio, where are you?" and appears frantic.
Crap, I forgot. Scott, can you head to the studio and cover some radio tags for Monster?
What time?
10 minutes ago?
Hey, man, we got work to do.
Just come with me, man. We can work there. It's just tags.
It's not just tags.
Oh, you're welcome, Dave.
Okay, just let me grab my stuff.
Scott waits for TZ in the common room and notices a box of sandwiches lying open with the sign reading, "Free sandwiches."
Don't mind if I do.
Scott looks around and when the coast is clear, dumps the whole box of sandwiches in his bag. He smirks and meets TZ on the way out.
What are you smiling at?
Nothing.
Interior, Audio Engine Studios. Scott and TZ chill in the studio while audio engineer Rick, mid-50s, wire-rimmed glasses, beatnik long hair, and the voice talent Erica, mid-30s, bubbly blonde, are just setting up.
So, wait, Rick and I thought we were late.
And so was Eric. Just setting levels.
Sorry guys, traffic.
Scott rolls his eyes and looks at TZ as they continue setting up.
Okay, so back to the monkeys. So they didn't like the ending?
No, they liked it. They just think the monkeys parachuting out of the airplane and talking on their cell phones is stretching the truth just a little bit.
Dude, that's what advertising is. Stretching the truth.
Suddenly, Scott gets a text from Tom, which features Tom dressed as a bum, and a sign reading, "Mention my name at Lenny's Diner and get 10% off. Plus, I get a free sandwich." Scott texts back.
For real?
Tom responds.
They already got 10 new customers.
Scott shows the text to TZ.
Is that pharmaceutical Tom?
It appears so.
It's not a half bad idea.
Well, the other half when he gets mobbed by a bunch of bums for free sandwiches is a bad idea.
Alright, I think we're ready, guys.
Scott grabs the script and directs Erica.
Okay, Erica, we got 3 10-second radio tags to do for Monster first take. Let's try something dramatic.
Okay, here goes.
Through monkeying around with high-priced carriers, try Monster Mobile for 1 month and get 1 month free today.
TZ looks at Scott and smiles after the dramatic read.
Okay, that was great. Now let's try it again, but this time, pretend you just won the lottery.
Interior, Audio Engine Studios, kitchen, montage. Scott, TZ, Rick, Erica, and a few other studio workers are celebrating the quick recording session with several drinks. Old school hip hop plays, shots record, a game of beer pong spawns. Scott pretends to vomit in a trash can and fakes everyone out. He checks his cell phone and notices there's a text from his girlfriend, Veronica, reading,
Hey babe, so sorry focus group is gonna go late, so can't fix dinner tonight.
No worries. Still in the studio. How about dinner out instead?
Sounds fantastic. Where?
Someplace fancy.
Surprised emoji face. I'm intrigued.
TZ approaches Scott and starts messing with Scott's phone.
Stop it.
Dude, you just reminded me of my 2-year-old when I tried to take the iPad away.
Is there something I can help you with?
I'm gonna bounce back to the agency. You coming with?
No. Chilling here than heading home. But I had an idea for the monkey spy. After parachuting out of the plane, why don't they just pull out their phones when they're almost to the ground?
Yeah, that actually makes more sense. Let me run it by Brewster.
Cool. Thanks, man.
No, thank you.
The two fist bump as TZ heads out.
Enjoy those free drinks.
That's why I'm here.
Scott heads back into the audio engine team, and Rick hands him a fresh beer. They all toast. Interior, Uber driver's car. Scott hops in the back seat and greets the driver.
Hey, man. Thanks for the ride.
The driver turns around, widens his Steve Buscemi-like eyes, and smiles.
Okay. I guess you have my address. Think you can just get on the expressway up here and head north.
The driver doesn't respond, but turns around and smiles again.
Sorry. That's cool. If you don't speak English.
He smiles again and hands Scott a card reading, "Hi, I'm Henry, your driver. Be patient. I'm mute, but we can still communicate."
Oh, okay. Man, how is there a mute Uber driver?
Scott gets a text from Vero reading,
What's up? Almost done with the group.
Scott looks back up at the driver.
So, hey man, or Henry, what?
Henry's eyes widen and he looks at Scott in the rearview mirror.
So, Uber is cool with this? I mean, it seems like you can hear me, but I mean, what if you have to talk to someone?
Henry holds up a notepad with one hand.
Like while you're driving?
They pull up to a stoplight. He writes on the pad and hands it to Scott. It reads, "Preferably not."
Wow, that's hey man, good for you. I guess I never would have thought that.
Henry snaps his fingers, cutting Scott off. Quickly writes something down and hands it back to Scott. It reads, "That someone who's not distracted by talking could be such a good driver."
Well, yeah, man, I didn't really think about it like that.
Henry turns around again, puts his two fingers to his eyes, and then points them to the road.
Right. Eyes on the road. I guess that's what's most important. But we don't have to talk. I mean, I don't have to talk. I mean, you don't have to, except you can't. You know what I mean.
Henry smiles and nods. Scott peers out the window just as they pull away from the intersection to notice a well-dressed guy outside a liquor store getting arrested by two policemen. He appears to ponder this for a moment. He then pulls out his phone and sends a text to Veronica that reads,
Le Petit, tonight. Can I pick you up at 8?
Really? La Petite?
Really? And it's Le, not La.
8:30. And that was Spanish autocorrect.
Henry pulls up to Scott's apartment complex, turns around and smiles.
Hey, thanks, Henry. I usually don't do this, but
Scott reaches into his wallet, pulls out a $5 bill and hands it to Henry. He takes it and quickly writes something down on his notepad which reads, "Thank you." Scott nods and hops out the car. Interior, Scott's apartment. Scott quickly heads into his apartment and slings his bag on the floor. He pauses for a second, then dashes back out his door and runs a couple doors down from his. He anxiously starts banging on the door when Tom finally opens it, still dressed as a bum.
man, you really went all out.
Gotta play the part. What's up?
The Dine and Dash. I have an idea. Can you drop us off in the Mercedes?
Yeah, no problem, brother. So what's the plan?
Still working on it, but Veronica's in.
Nice. How'd you convince her?
Well, she doesn't know everything just yet.
Okay. And neither does anyone else. Hey, sorry, man. Quick question. Does this pupil look larger than my other pupil?
No, they're the same.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are they the same color?
Yes, man. Everyone's pupils are the same color.
That's what I thought too, but I swear this one has a grayish tint to it.
Grayish tint? Dude, it's fine. Just do me a favor. Take a shower, because you smell like the sidewalk. Put something nice on and meet me at my place in a few.
Someone jealous of my brilliant idea?
Dude, shower.
Scott darts back down to his apartment while Tom looks at his pupils again in the mirror. Interior, Scott's apartment. Scott gets back to his apartment and makes a phone call.
Hey, Alex. Hey, man, it's Scott. What are you up to? Doing improv. Nice. I miss those days. Say, man, are you free tonight? Okay, so you remember those get-ups that Keith, you wore at Halloween? I need you guys to do me a small favor.
Interior, Tom's apartment. Tom's getting out of the shower while singing show tunes. He checks his pupils again in the mirror, takes a picture of them with his phone and compares them to the photo in his reflection. Interior, Scott's apartment. An hour later. Scott's changed into a blazer and is on his laptop checking out the Petite Island online menu.
Well, that looks edible. I like that. And that. Foie grass. What the heck? Gotta Google that one. Okay, it says here, diseased and enlarged liver of a duck or goose. Well, it's expensive, so it must be good.
Suddenly there's a knock at the door.
It's open.
Tom pops in the apartment dressed in a blazer, black wingtip shoes, and a fedora.
Dude, I can't believe we're doing this.
You're not doing anything, man. You're just dropping us off, which I sincerely appreciate.
I said it's no problem.
Did you know this place serves diseased duck liver?
You mean foie gras?
Yeah.
You didn't think I knew that? Dude, I told you I've been there.
Right. I forgot. All right. Let's just go pick up Veronica, and I'll tell you the plan along the way.
Alright, let's do
The guys head out the door. Interior, Tom's Mercedes SUV. Veronica, or Vero, Scott's on and off girlfriend, in early 30s, Latina professional who speaks her mind, has joined Scott in the backseat of Tom's car.
Dine and dash. Are you crazy?
Maybe a little, but it's so crazy it just might work.
No, it's not. I thought you were taking me out.
We are going out. It's
just what?
Well, it's just that I wanted to take you someplace special for your birthday, but my contract just ended.
And so.
Oh, and this place is just a little too pricey for Monster Mobile money.
Oh, right. So let's just hijack the place. That makes sense.
Hijack? Babe, it's just one measly meal, and you should have seen the way the owner there treated me when I tried to apply for a job there.
Interior, the Petite Island 5 years ago. Scott is being belittled by the Petite's owner, Francois, a pompous-looking French guy in his mid-50s.
You're just not, how we say, la petite material.
Scott hangs his head just as Francois points to the door. Confused and heartbroken, Scott doesn't leave, so Francois hoists him up by his shirt and pants, carries him to the back door, and hurls him into the alley. Interior, Tom's Mercedes SUV. Vero is giving Scott a bewildered look.
He did not throw you into the alley, Scott.
Well, he might as well have, Veronica.
Throwing someone into the alley and not hiring them are two separate things, dear.
Okay, so maybe he didn't throw me into the alley, but just listen. I want to take you someplace special, and I know you love French delicacies.
Yes. Love them.
And I thought it might help to let you know that I noticed when I was interviewing that there was not one Latino employee in the entire restaurant.
Seriously?
Yes, not one.
Okay, let's do it.
There we go.
That's completely racist. And that actually makes me feel better about doing this.
Okay.
Not that it's right, but I can't believe this high can't hire one freaking beaner.
Well, it's a French restaurant.
So what?
That's why they don't hire Latinos.
Every single freaking ethnic restaurant in this entire city employs Latinos.
Dude, just drive.
I was just explaining.
Without Latinos, no restaurant dish would ever get washed, no bar would ever get stocked, and there'd be half the waitstaff there is now.
Tom sees La Petite Island and notices a young Latino valet attendant standing outside the restaurant.
So, Scott, what did you say about no Latinos?
Tom pulls up to the restaurant just as the young Latino valet driver opens the door.
The valet is a separate company, Tom, but thank you. Okay, babe, you ready?
It's vamos.
Scott sighs a little.
But you better be right.
Interior, La Petite Island. Scott and Vero survey the restaurant and study the menu as they're waiting for their table.
Honestly, I don't even know why I'd want to work at a place
whose name is half French and half English anyways.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I mean, have you ever heard of a Mexican restaurant called El Grande Mountain?
The hostess approaches the couple, guides them to their table near the center of the dining room, and they are seated. Scott scans the room again at the fancy dressed guests with the extra fancy meals.
Okay, let's go.
What? Go where?
I'm sorry, let's just leave. You were right, this is insane. We can just tell them you're feeling sick or something.
Sweetie, I feel great. And look how busy this place is. They'll never notice anything.
Now it's just like, get something to eat and act sophisticated.
Good point. Okay, let's see what they got.
They both examine their menus with full concentration, just as the waiter, Adrian, early 30s, tall, overly polite man with a French accent.
Bonjour, madame, monsieur. I am your waiter, Adrien. Have you dined with us before here at Le Petit?
Nope, first time.
Very well, monsieur. Well, I promise you a most wonderful evening. What can I get you to begin?
Do we have a bottle of French wine?
Of course, sir. We have plenty of wine. Are you familiar with our Bordeaux?
Vero smirks at Scott, who quickly replies.
The Bordeaux, yes. Yes, that sounds fantastic. I love a good Bordeaux.
Yeah, he loves Bordeaux.
Very well, very well. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will return with your wine.
Thank you, Adrian.
The waiter leaves and Vero continues to smirk at Scott.
What?
He's nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
And $100 says you've never even heard of Bordeaux.
Hey, I'm trying to play the part here, okay?
I know, JK.
Let's just find something expensive to order.
Done.
Montage begins featuring Vero moaning in satisfaction to every single bite she takes, while Scott is confused by some of the dishes and drinking a lot of wine. Interior, Le Petit Island, 1 hour later. Scott and Vero are finishing up their meals when Adrian stops by to fill their waters and offers a dessert menu.
How is everything?
The wine is delicious.
Everything is delicious. Thank you, Adrian.
Oh, so lovely to hear. Can I interest you in some dessert?
Yes, dessert would be fantastic.
Adrian hands over the dessert menu and leaves.
He's so nice.
Yeah, you said that.
I think I'm gonna Facebook friend him.
Vero pulls out her phone and pretends to look him up.
Will you please not do that?
You so thought I was going to.
Just before Scott looks it over, he notices a policeman walk into the restaurant. He mentions something to the hostess and heads towards the back of the restaurant.
No.
Now what?
Scott's eyeballs reference the cop walking by and Vero sees him.
Oh, she's just taking a piss.
Well, that's a very ladylike thing to say.
Well, I'm not a lady tonight. I'm a certified chola.
Yeah, your cousin Fernando would be proud.
Hey, don't talk about my family. But yeah, he would.
Impatient, Scott looks in back.
Great. This freaking cop is gonna ruin everything.
Well, we'll just have to wait and order dessert then.
How are your cow boobs, by the way?
It was an acquired taste that I won't be acquiring.
Scott notices the cop heading towards the front of the restaurant and appears relieved.
He's gone.
Good. Okay, back to Adrian.
Okay, the guy's flawless. I hate him.
Yeah, I kind of wish you were me so this would be easier.
Scott looks over to the bar and sees a grumpy-looking Francois in a sleazy-looking suit yelling at the bartender. Scott watches as the bartender hurries over with a glass of wine, spills a few drops in the bar. Francois is enraged at this and belittles the bartender in French.
Well, I found your meme guy.
Who?
Francois. The arrogant French version of Donald Trump over there harassing the bartender.
Vero glances over.
Oh, the mean guy that wouldn't hire you? Well, guess that confirms the no Mexican policy.
Suddenly, Scott is startled by Adrian.
Ready to order dessert, monsieur?
No, sorry, no, thanks. We'll just take the check.
Very well, sir.
Adrian leaves and Vero gets a call on her phone. She looks at Scott, nods, answers it, and quickly heads out the front door. Scott focuses back at Francois at the bar, then glares at him for a moment. Scott waits for another moment, and then receives a phone call from Vero.
Yeah?
Don't leave. The cop's still here.
Crap. Okay,
He hangs up the phone, and seconds later, Adrian drops off the check.
thanks, but actually, we'll take dessert. Maybe the chocolate mousse thing that you have.
Very well, sir. Excellent choice.
Adrian leaves, and Scott glances at the front door. Then he has a sip of water. He waits nervously and stares at his phone as a bead of sweat drips down from his forehead. Another moment passes when Scott gets a text from Vero reading,
Okay, he's gone.
he sighs in relief and looks around the restaurant for Adrian, who is arriving with the dessert.
Oh, that was fast.
Enjoy, mon chien.
Actually, I'm gonna skip dessert.
Adrian's puzzled.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Scott gets up from his chair and turns towards the front door.
You heard me.
Sir, you can't do this. You must pay.
Scott smirks at him, and just as he pops out the front door, he runs right into two Chicago cops and nearly knocks them over. Hey, pal, watch it. Adrian's right on his tail and is relieved to see the cops.
Officers, this man did not pay his bill.
The second cop immediately blocks Adrian from going anywhere and speaks with a thick Chicago accent.
Oh, Mr. Tough Guy skipping out of the bill, eh? We'll see about that.
The second cop grabs Scott by the neck and forces him against the wall.
Hey man, easy. It was just a joke. I was gonna pay.
Yeah, well, joke's over. Let's see some ID. Scott struggles so the cop cuffed him and pat him down.
Hey man, you can't do this. I didn't do anything.
Oh, you didn't? I call it stealing.
Oh, thank you, officers. Thank you so much.
Not a problem, sir. Say, he's getting a little rowdy, so we're gonna go ahead and bring him downtown and make an arrest there.
Cop 1 starts shoving Scott down the sidewalk while Cop 2 follows. Don't worry, we'll be back to file a report.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Adrian scratches his head and walks back into the restaurant while sighing in relief. He heads back inside just as Francois darts towards him.
Is there a problem?
No, not anymore. The gentleman did not pay his bill, but fortunately, the cops were here outside and arrested him.
Good. Serves him right, the freeloader.
We were lucky.
So wait, the cops were outside?
They were passing by.
What? Passing by?
They got him.
Did you get the guy's name?
No. They're coming back so we can file a report. He was struggling a lot, so they had to take him to the car.
What? Coming back? That's ridiculous! You stupid!
They said they were coming back.
Francois pushes Adrian aside while cursing in French and charges towards the front door. Exterior, Chrysler Sebring. Cop 1, aka Scott's friend Alex, is shoving Scott into the back of his car while Cop 2, aka Scott's friend Keith, is heading for the driver's seat.
Hey, easy, Alex.
Hey, gotta play the part just in case anyone's still looking.
Dude, this is a Chrysler Sebring, not a police car.
And you're not a paying customer.
True. But hey, that was some great acting back there. And you still had the uniforms.
Hey, just don't forget about those headshots you promised us.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just get us out of here.
Vero greets Scott in the back seat as the two phony cops hop in the front and the car takes off. Exterior, Le Petit Island. Meanwhile, Francois dashes out onto the sidewalk in a panic.
Dang it! They are gone! Son of it!
Interior, Le Petit Island. Adrian is cleaning off Scott and Veronica's table when he notices $40 stuffed under the bread basket. He smiles, looks behind him, and quickly stuffs the cash into his pocket. Interior, Alex's car. Scott, Vero, Alex, and Keith are celebrating their successful mission as they drive towards downtown.
Man, there's nothing like that feeling of getting a free meal. Even if it is calf nuts or whatever I just ate.
Exterior, sidewalk. They pass Tom, who's dressed as a homeless man next to two other homeless guys smiling, eating sandwiches, all holding signs that advertise for the Benzies.
Doesn't matter what it is. It just tastes better knowing your hard-earned money will be spent elsewhere. And you know, maybe next time it'll be more than a free meal.
Scott leans over and we see a gigantic fancy hotel. But back to Scott, he's smirking like a man.
Maybe next time it'll be something much, much bigger.
The end.
One more time. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and please answer our questions and help us make it better. We do this every Saturday, 6:30 and 7 o'clock. So if you're in the neighborhood, please come by and drink a huge amount. Because the more you drink, the funnier our work seems. Anyway, thank you so much, and see you next time. Thanks.
I know.